All right, Jamahl Mosley is out as the head coach of the Orlando Magic. This was a move that was widely anticipated in the aftermath of Orlando bowing out in the first round against Detroit. The Magic had underachieved all season long, just squeaked into the playoffs, and though they gave the Pistons a great series, especially early on, the late series collapse by Orlando, most notably with the offense, likely all but sealed Jamahl Mosley's fate. He was successful to a degree in Orlando, 3 straight years of playoff appearances, but they never advanced past the first round. And this team seemed to regress some over the last couple of years, never really built on the 47-win season they had 2 years ago. And this year, the defense really just collapsed. They were a top 3 defense in the NBA the previous 2 seasons. This season, they were 13th in the NBA in defensive efficiency. That's not going to get the job done, and that's what Orlando built itself on. There were high expectations in Orlando coming into this season after the acquisition of Desmond Bane. They didn't live up to those expectations, so Jamahl Mosley is out of a job. This is a coveted head coaching job for a few reasons. Number one, the roster is really young. You know, Paolo Banchero, Franz Wagner, Jalen Suggs. You're looking at the core of a team that is 25 and under and has a lot of room to improve. You're also looking at a team that is going to be competing in the Eastern Conference for the next few years. And it goes without saying, the Eastern Conference is a lot weaker than its counterpart in the West. So I think there are a lot of coaches that are going to be after this job. There are some issues with the roster, no doubt about it. They need to add shooting. You know, Jalen Suggs shooting 24% in the first round is not going to get it done. There are obviously questions about Banchero. Is he a true franchise player? Is he a number 1 option? He seemed to take a step back this year. They've got to figure out some stuff with him. But there's a lot of talent there. Franz Wagner is a big-time talent. Wendell Carter is a big-time talent. They've got a lot of guys under contract for the long term, including Desmond Bane. So this is a job, I think, with a lot of upside. And I think there are coaches out there, I know there are coaches out there, that think if there's just a little bit of improvement on the defensive end of the floor, that they can turn this team into a top 4 seed in the Eastern Conference as early as next season. Now, among the candidates that I think are going to be strongly considered, 2 names jump to the top of that list. Billy Donovan is the most experienced coaching candidate that's out there. Billy, of course, parted ways with Chicago a few weeks ago. Billy has had some history with Orlando. When he was the head coach at the University of Florida, the Magic tried to hire him. It didn't work out back then. Now Billy is a coaching free agent looking to stay in the pro ranks. There are probably going to be conversations between Billy Donovan and the Magic as this thing moves forward. The other lead candidate is Sean Sweeney, who is the associate head coach in San Antonio and one of the most in-demand coaches right now. Sean has interviewed for multiple head coaching jobs over the years and is widely regarded as the next guy up, the next assistant to make the jump into the head coaching ranks. And one of his strengths has been player development, which I think would be paramount for Orlando. He was working in Milwaukee with Giannis Antetokounmpo. He worked in Dallas with Luka Doncic last year. This year, he worked in San Antonio. They've got Victor Wembanyama, Stephen Castle, Dylan Harper. He has got a great resume when it comes to player development. A lot of executives have a lot of respect for his ability in that sense. Also worked on both ends of the ball with multiple teams, been a defensive coordinator, been an offensive guy. So he's that next guy that's ready to make that jump. So Orlando, I think they're going to have a chance to hire somebody really good for this job. And I think the right coach can turn this thing around pretty quickly. The talent is there. If they can get back to playing the kind of defense that they were playing the last couple of seasons, this team could recover from this year pretty quickly.
Hit subscribe for more news, highlights, and analysis from the NBA on NBC.